So I praised the mainline Rise of the Beast Voyager Optimus Prime so much lately. And I still will praise that toy. That is a toy that I very much love. It is one of my top 10, if not top 5 favorite toys in my entire collection. I love that toy so much. When I first played with it, I cried literally tears of joy. But for all the praise I've been, just praising for that Optimus, it reminded me of the Siege Optimus, and I kind of really wanted to revisit the Siege Optimus Prime because back in like 2018, this mold was highly praised also. And now just everybody seems to forget the Siege Optimus Prime mode or just not care for the mold because, well, there's Earthrise. Earthrise looks cool. If there's ever a reissue of the Voyager, sure, but I don't really kind of care. And then there's Laser Optimus Prime from Legacy, which is okay. But just, but back in 2018, this was the shit, this Optimus Prime was. And this is still the shit. And, yeah. Yeah, so this is just, before we start this review, this was not my first Optimus Prime. When I was younger, I had a few different Optimus Primes. I had the Leader Cybertron Optimus Prime, which was pretty aight. I had a few of the movie Optimus Primes. That's really it. I think maybe the McDonald's toy animated Optimus Prime. That's really it. Point being, out of all the Optimus Primes in my collection up to this point, before Siege, they all was kind of just like hit or miss. The best one being, of course, well, just the Cybertron one and one of the movie deluxe ones. But, yeah, once 2018 hit, this was my very first proper Voyager Optimus Prime. That was like a G1-ish Optimus Prime, and I very much loved this. This was for the longest time, until the mainline Rise of the Beast one came out. This was my favorite. This was my go-to Optimus Prime toy. I do, have the Legacy one for the Laser Prime in my collection. It's fun, but it's just not as good as this. And yeah, as you can see, this now the paint's a little worn off on some aspects, but mine's been for a lot. But as you can see, this is a fucking good toy. This is a good toy, and I would argue this is still just as good as what it was in 2018. I know, again, as I said, there's a lot of people that praise the Earthrise one. I mean, yeah, it seems cool, but I don't know, I would like it in my collection, but at the same time, as you can see, he has a hidden heel feature. Oh. Flashing lights, that Kanye West song. Yeah. Yeah, like, it's posable. Look, because where the Rise of the Beast one can also stand, like, one-legged, too. This one can do that also, no issues. So this is just as good as the Rise of the Beast one, though the Rise of the Beast one definitely has just more articulation. It is way more fun to transform too, though this is still a fun one to transform also. But yeah, as you can see, articulation is great. The articulation is great, and the details too. A very common complaint with Siege was before Earthrise came and everybody was like, oh, what was the point of Siege whenever Earthrise, it was a thing, even though Earthrise was kind of shit. Like, out of the War for Cybertron trilogy for, like, these toys, not including Legacy, Earthrise was definitely the weakest. But a very big common complaint was the dry brushing, the silver, the battle damage. And I mean, yeah, if you're a collector that really wanted these to not be like, with battle damage, yeah, but at the same time, it's whatever. It really is whatever. I also like the detail of like how the roof transforms back to be like the jetpack from G1 in a way. If you really don't want this robot mode to have that, you could just like remove the mushroom peg right there, and you can really see the details of like the joints right there too, of like that machiny details. And I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know. This definitely okay. Okay, let's do this. Okay. There we go. Okay. Mushroom peg. Okay, there we go. But this definitely just fits the vibes more and more. And there's technically, in a way, built-in blasters, since like them are like blasters too, so you could do that. But I don't know. And as for accessories, right? There's this Prime blaster. This stuff right here. This was like this when I first, had this clear back in 2018. So that's just an error on my Ion Blaster for my Prime. And then this shitty shield, which is also a kind of shitty but still badass, war axe. That part is meant to come out, but I mean, it's whatever. Besides, there's a million different reviews on YouTube of this Optimus and the few repaints. Yeah. So here's Prime. Here's Prime with the blaster. Not gonna, waste too much time posing this Prime, but yeah. I mean, just like with the mainline Voyager. One foot posing action, no issues. Can we get a more dynamic? Yeah, that's badass. And as you can see, for just a little bit more further details, Autobot emblem right there, more of that battle damage. The windows in like the cabin of the truck, they look pretty cool. They have like Cybertronian shit. And then during transformation too, right? Which is very common. Every Optimus Prime toy now has to have the Matrix of Leadership. But back in 2018, it's like, oh, that kind of looks like the Matrix of Leadership sculpted in for like this detailing. Yeah. But I want to go ahead and do side by side. Here it is next to the mainline Rise of the Beast Prime. As you can see, the Siege one is a lot more bigger, a lot more beefier, but a lot more just, again, so okay, for like a more G1-y Prime, this is my favorite. For a more movie Prime, this is definitely my favorite, but again, overall, it's my favorite Optimus Prime toy out of all my Optimus Prime toys, so yeah. But yeah, side by side, there's the mainline Prime right there. Here it is next to Legacy Elita 1, which is very awesome. One of my top 5 favorite Transformers toys. There it is next to Deluxe. Here it is next to... I really don't feel like grabbing the Fallen, so here it is next to... Here it is next to NECA Ultimate Greyback. I might review Greyback eventually. I don't know when I'm gonna review Greyback, because... Not to go on a tangent, but... I don't know, I'm very intimidated by reviewing my NECA. The few NECA toys that was not to Gypsy Danger. So, yeah... And for one more Transformers review, well, not review, side by side, here it is next to the Legacy Core Energon Megatron Hasbro. Yes, we fans want a leader of this. Please, create the leader already. Create leader Megatron, please. But yeah, so now that we're done going on a tangent about that, let's go ahead and transform, because this is definitely one of the toys that streamlined pretty much fairly easy transformations. Because that's what Siege was all about, right? Siege was all about, these ports right here for, like, throwing a bunch of different accessories and shit on. Siege was also about, good robots that are very posable with decent or basically great vehicle modes, and overall just fun, just funness to them, right? Siege was all about that, and I loved Siege. And I hope Hasbro goes back to a line similar to Siege, because yeah, there's Legacy, and Legacy is okay. There's definitely a lot of hits, but there's also a lot of misses in Legacy compared to Siege, where like you ignore the common complaint everybody had with Siege about the vehicles are Cybertronian vehicles, even though Siege was just, most of their toys were fucking 10 out of 10s. If they wasn't 10 out of 10s, they was 9 out of 10s. Like, even the figures from Siege that are not part of my collection, that I wish was part of my collection. Spinister. That is a highly praised toy from the Siege toy line. Apeface. I have Apeface in my collection. I do really like Apeface, but Apeface is not my favorite. Not because it's a bad toy. It's actually a very great toy. It's just, I just don't care for the character too much. But I do really like Apeface. Apeface is definitely a very great one from Siege. Flywheels. Well, the name wasn't Flywheels in Siege. It was it Skytread? Yeah, Skytread. A very great toy right there. Wish he was part of my collection. Hound. Hound and the Cybertron Defense Hot Rod from Siege. Wish they was part of my collection. There's a few Siege toys I really wish they was part of my collection, or at least some form of the mold. But yeah, as you can see, the vehicle mode is damn near finished. And yeah, Optimus is this is kind of another complaint with a lot of people. Oh, the vehicles! Oh, Earthrise just made Earth vehicles, and these for Cybertronian vehicles look too earthy for a lot of them, like this Optimus Prime. This is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I think it's okay. There's one issue with mine, and that's just this likes to flip it down a lot, but that's really just whatever. It really is. Just like, oh, okay. And yeah, let's go ahead and just look at the truck mode now. The truck mode's pretty aight. I really like it. It can move pretty damn well. And then if you really want that, like, wait, what? I almost said War Sorcerer. I don't know why the fuck I said War Sorcerer almost. I don't know. I've been watching a lot of Black Clover recently. I started that anime recently. Really like it. Though it's not my favorite anime, but I do enjoy Black Clover so far. But if you really wanted to, you can, like, do what if I can speak without fucking burping. War for Cybertron. The games, which that was another thing that a lot of people complain about, was, oh, this is so confusing, blah, 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 blah. Is you can do, like, the, like, hover wheel things, which is, hey, it's cool. It's cool. I appreciate that. I kind of really like it with just the wheels, though, too. And here's the thing now, with, like, these War for Cybertron Siege toys. Yes, in the actual toy line, and in the actual shitty trilogy on Netflix, yeah, these are Cybertronian vehicle modes. But say if you're just, like, wanting to, like, roleplay, and if you're, like, a stop-motion animator, and are, like, creating your own, like, story fanfiction, especially if you're into, again, stop-motion, this is so good of a perfect balance of a Cybertronian truck and a realistic truck that this could be a futuristic truck for, like, a future setting for, like, an Optimus Prime. So, yeah. This doesn't have to just be a Cybertronian truck. That was kind of the low-key, low-key things Hasbro was up to with some of these War for Cybertron figures. They are Cybertronian, but they don't have to be also. So yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I love this Optimus. That's one of the reasons why I still praise this Optimus. And while we're praising Transformers toys, let's do a quick side-by-side. Here it is next to a Cybertronian vehicle Sunstreaker from Studio Series for the Bumblebee movie. Really like that. Here it is next to Warrior Class Elite 1 from Earthspark. Really, really like that too. Here it is next to a Jetta Toys Dodge. Really like that. And here it is next to a Ken Smart Lamborghini. Really like that. But, yeah. Yeah, overall thoughts. Just like overall thoughts about this toy. Overall thoughts about this toy. Just about it as a whole. I still think this mold holds up well to this day for being from like 2018. Because this toy definitely has like half a decade of age. So, yeah. It's definitely been around for a hot minute, this toy has. And for being around for a hot minute, it's definitely been a popular toy too, though, to have like repaints and shit. Like the Nemesis Prime. The Nemesis Prime repaint, I would love that. Then there's also the, it was a Takara exclusive. It was a repaint that was more accurate to the Netflix series. Which, I mean, it looks cool, but I prefer this one because, again, I really didn't like the War for Cybertron trilogy. Like, the first part of it, where it was just like, you know, Siege. It wasn't bad. It was okay, but it was definitely lame. Then Earthrise was kind of just bullshit, and then Kingdom came, and Kingdom was like, why are we doing this still? Can we just appreciate these toys for being just toys, and that's really it. But yeah, overall, Gerwalk Optimus. Overall, I definitely recommend this. The Siege Optimus mold, you can find it floating around still for fairly decent, yeah. So, yeah, if y'all like this vid, like, comment, sub, all that jazz, and, yeah, take it easy, folks.